Alright, let's go and get started. Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome to the channel where today we're going to be looking at another character for our Soulstone Survivor build guides. Now, this one is actually going to revolve around the Beastmaster because, if I had to be honest myself, one of the things I don't particularly care about the Beastmaster is that he is called the Beastmaster, but he really doesn't have command of many beasts in his skill list. By default, it's just all these elemental attacks or whatever. Most of his beast skills actually come from his weapons, and if you know anything about the weapons, is that the skills right here, like this weapon right here that we're going to be using, the Widow's Embrace, once you have this, the Spider Queen and the Spider Cocoon are the only two skills we'll get from this list up here. These two skills are tied to this weapon, these two are tied to this weapon, this two tied to this weapon. So if I ever play as a Beastmaster, the only skills that I'm going to see they're going to have a creature at all related to it is Spider Queen, the War Tiger, and the Battle Moose. Unfortunately, we don't really have anything else here. So what I wanted to do was try to create a build in which we could synergize some skill sets and some runes to make us a true Beastmaster. Basically have a zoo of animals running around doing the damages for us. So what we're going to be working on today is a new rune set here that I'm going to be trying out. So what I did was I took Weapon Expert and Reroll Mastery, and usually I would really like to take Material Harvest, but what I instead opted to do was to take Skill Mastery Nature, and what I took here was Putrid Hound and Plague Rats. And essentially that's going to give me, number one, a Putrid Hound has Cunning on it, and it does Poison Disease, and it's a really strong creature. Plus then we got like one that doesn't have Cunning. Having Cunning is fantastic for clearing out lords, but more often than not, you'll find that the creatures that you send down, they're going to focus things that you don't want them to focus sometimes. Like, sometimes I would like to Zerg a tower down, maybe like a shield tower, and my creatures are too busy fighting lords and or elites to actually focus the tower. So what I did was I took rats there to assist with non-elite and Void Lord related things. So I have Dash Mastery, extra help for extra summons, essentially, Harmony for increased summon damage, and also Multicast Mastery. For skill-wise, what I'm going to probably shoot for right here is we're going to be taking the Widow's Embrace here, and I'm going to try to find things where I can get Spider Queen, a War Tiger, probably Cave Bears, Putrid Hound, Bestial Howl, and the rats. So we're going to do that. As far as skill tree wise, again, because I am not maxed out on this character, the most important thing when doing this, whenever you're leveling this character, is I would heavily focus on looking at creating or maxing out your Call of the Wild buff. Essentially, this puts out raptor tracks on the ground, and you can essentially pick up those tracks and you'll summon an additional pack of velociraptors to come and fight for you. So that is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and spend these points, I guess, while I'm here. There's that one. And then how many points? I got 5. I guess might as well go ahead and use these other points that I have. Looks like I'm actually pretty close to maxing out this tree. Yeah, just a couple things left. That being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into it. If you like this sort of content, you want to see more build video guides like this, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think of the build, and let's jump into it. And we are, of course, going to be Scorching Valley just because it doesn't have a modifier on there, and we are doing the full curse intensity of 62. And I will say, I have tried this once just to see if it would work rather well, and other than rats, because I didn't have rats the first time I tried this out, it worked really, really well. I actually was very surprised at how well this worked. It was actually one of the faster clearing builds that I have made so far. So I don't know if we'll see that power here again. A lot of this is based on RNG, but I am going to hang around the middle. I am not too concerned about time. It is a very efficient, very fast build. So yeah. And so we're just going to work our way around here. We're going to let all of our ads that we're throwing out do a lot of the killing while we just basically do all the pickups. And here is our first set of raptor tracks. I really do like the raptors because it doesn't require you to like channel anything whatsoever. The raptors just kind of go out, they do their business, and they continue on their day. Looks like we do have a shield tower over here. I'm going to go ahead and make my way up to the shield tower, and we are also going to go ahead and look at our skills. I'm going to go ahead set battle moves. Let's go ahead and get rid of some skills here. I'd rather use all of my banishes now to make the loot pool much smaller than it is. Oh, we got a lot of good skills here. We'll take Bestial Wrath as well. And hopefully we can take out the shield tower before we have much of a threat of anything else coming in. Oh, we got some raptor tracks. And the shield tower is down, so that's good. We're also able to clear up a lot of this stuff. Let's go and use all of our points here. Putrid Hounds. We're off to a good start. We got Plague Rats, and I did take Plague Rats because of the fact that they do have the weakness that they can apply. And we'll do some multicast frequency of Plague Rats. And I will do some magnetic as well. And our animal companions should be going directly after a majority of those lords there. And it does look like we already have almost all the lords down already. There we go. And before the 2-minute mark, we have exactly all of the lords down. Fantastic work on the part of our team. Let's go ahead and look at our other skills. The only thing that we really want to do next is I would like to pick up the bear if I could. We'll pick up rats. Frequency. Frequency on Bestial Howl is going to be pretty important. You definitely want to make sure that you have that frequency going up because that buff applied by Bestial Howl is pretty good, and it will stack to all of our companions. I am also hoping that we can get a whole bunch of status effects revolved around spreading bleed to targets and or poison, seeing as how that is how our minions operate, is by spreading disease and bleed. Bleed being provided by the Spider Queen, of course. Whenever you apply poison, a portion of the total damage is caused instantly. Awesome. Oh, I don't even know I chose that. We didn't even want... We're not even going to keep the cocoon. Multicast. And as we get more magnetic, we're also going to be getting a lot of skill points really fast, leveling up, making our guys stronger. We do have raptor tracks out. I need to go ahead and pick those up. And the cool thing is, eventually you get like a stacking buff of where your raptors walking on the tracks will actually cause you to move faster as well for a limited time. And the cool thing about these shield towers is that they are definitely a priority, but our whatchamacallit, our summons do not care about your resistances at all. So we're going to go ahead and take out that shield tower while we can. Did I not get all the tracks? Oh, apparently I didn't. There we go. Let's go ahead and work on getting this shield tower down. And you can just see the Bestial Howl going out, just being fantastic for us overall. I'm going to go ahead and spend some of our points here. Take some Behemoth. Increase the duration of the... whatchamacallit? I can't think of the name of that skill right now. Bestial Wrath. My eye was itching, so that's what all my focus was on. Lethality. Magnetic. Magnetic, why not? What I would really like to do is get rid of our Spider Cocoon and trade it off for Cave Bear. Because Cave Bear adds a taunt. Although, I know that technically the cocoon, it's a bomb, but it does release pets. And it could be strong on its own. It might be worthwhile to check it out at some point in time. I just like being able to not concern myself with enemies flocking right at me. Alright, so next set of guys out. go ahead and throw some of these things in here. And again, just a really passive affair here. We're staying out of the way. As long as I stay near the bosses so that whenever new versions of the summons come out, they can take out these Void Lords immediately, we're good. We got 5 more points to spend. I am being a little bit more cognizant about the amount of points that I have. I just want to try to not rack up like 30 points before I start spending them. Oh, we do have a shield tower here, as well as some raptor feet over there on the side. I want to get rid of this tower. There we go. Oh, I didn't even get all the raptor feet. I am an idiot. I always seem to miss one. There we go. I thought my raptors were out running about already. We'll go ahead and grab brutal strikes. I don't think any of these are not nature skill related. What are these? Oh, I guess Spider Queen is considered a bomb summon. I guess so is the cocoon. Huh. Okay. I guess we might actually just stick with the spider cocoon. Mostly because I don't really see myself having too much of a problem, like trying to concern myself with tanking stuff. And the only thing that the bear really provides is a taunt. It doesn't provide any sort of like debuffs or whatever. So this is good. I think we'll be fine. And there goes Alfred. Alright. So 6 minutes, 15 seconds. We're already at our last batch of lords getting ready to come up, which is a very good deal. We'll increase damage there. Get expansive. I would increase the quantity of plague rats out. That's nice. We'll do a multicast. I would like to get some more movement and or dash charges. Would be pretty nice. There we go. Raptors about. And everything benefiting heavily from Bestial Wrath. And I chose to go with the Spider Staff, mostly because I find the Spider Queen to be a much better option applying a debuff. Whereas the other options, I believe, are the pigs, the warthogs, which I think the warthogs apply finesse. But they don't target Void Lords. They don't have cunning on them. I think Spider Queen is the only one that comes default outside of the first weapon that has cunning attached to it. The other option is the beginner staff, which comes with Cobra Totem, which is a totem, not a beast in itself, but it actually will target enemies, which is nice. Alright, and our last source of lords are up. Or our last set of void lords are up. So we're looking at like an 8-minute and 10-second clear somewhere along there, hopefully. That is if they focus on them. Alright, like 8 minutes 11 seconds. That's actually not bad. I was off by a second. We'll go ahead and take the mobility there. I'm also going to lock laceration and take increased quantity, lethality, and then we'll go ahead and dip into Overlord 1. So far working fairly well. A very reasonable time. The only thing that I'm not enjoying so far is the fact that my Velociraptors tend to come up right as the Void Lords are getting ready to spawn, and not before. And the good thing about having so many troops with cunning on my team is the fact that they do take out these elites real quick, which means we're going to have Void Lords very, very quickly. And all the best we can hope for is collecting a whole bunch of XP, having about 5 skill points available to us whenever they finally come up. Which we didn't get 5, but still good. Increased quantity of Spider Queen, Death and Decay. Bleed. That's fine. Alright, our guys are out and about. We didn't even have our raptor tracks until now. And there goes Alexi. Now that they're out of the way, we can focus on getting some more level ups. I'm gonna get some agility. There we go. And like I said, because of the sheer number of troops we have and how many of them are actually being affected by Bestial Wrath, we are really just having an immense sense of clear potential here. And I think the Plague Rats are actually working out. I didn't have Plague Rats in my last version. But them applying poison or weakness, really good stuff for us. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some skills here. Agility, be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and just straight take agility for a little bit here. I was trying to find where my raptor tracks are. They're down here. There we go. You need to see how well that guy is getting minced over there. And let's see. Multicast. Call of the Wild. Call of the Wild, increasing critical strike chance of our exotic pets. Dismemberment. Oh, that's awesome. So now a portion of our bleed and poison is being dealt up front, which is very good. Go ahead and pick up our raptors, get them out on the board. Go ahead and dodge that. And I'm actually going to hang around this Gamma, since he wants to be a flamethrower junkie. Shield tower down. There we go. Area effect, okay. Corrosive. I was really hoping we would see some more status effect based skills. I know at one point I had bleed doing poison, doing burn, and doom. It was pretty awesome, actually. But I still think we're making great time on our clear speed. And our movement is finally up there. So I'm not too concerned about our movement speed and our ability to move out of the way of certain things. And you see that boost of speed we got from following the raptor tracks. Another increase to our Spider Queen quantity is always a good thing. And we were about 20 elites away from getting our very last set of Void Lords here. Our Raptor Prince just showing up. And there we go. I'm going to go ahead and head down here towards the shield tower. I would like to get this destroyed before they come up. And I'll also spend these last couple points that I have. And there we go. Alright, I didn't even see where Kathaz was, but she's dying all the same. And there we go, 13 minutes, 46 seconds. Definitely one of our fastest clear speeds, with just being an actual Beastmaster, to say the least. I'm going to assume Putrid Hounds comes out on top. Yep, with 392, with Spider Queen coming out right behind. Spider Cocoon actually doing a fair bit of damage. War Tiger coming in right at the last, right above the Plague Rats, but the Plague Rats were there just to spread the weakness. So that being said, that actually works out really well. If there was anything I could increase about this, it would probably be my crit damage and our cast frequency. Probably the only things that I really would have wanted to enhance myself, and my movement speed, of course. We'll head back to the main menu real quick. That way I could show off my runes once again and what I chose. So essentially going here to our runes for our versatility runes, we are taking Weapon Expert and Reroll Mastery. Weapon Expert because that allows us to start off with Spider Queen. Then what I took over here was the Skill Mastery. Let me show you how this works in case you don't know. You click on Skill Mastery, you'll equip it, and then you get to pick the element, nature, and then you get to pick the 5 skills you want to take. You don't have to take 5, and I chose not to. I just chose Plague Rats and Putrid Hounds, and that puts them in your loot pool. You hit confirm, and boom, there you go. Then we took Dash Mastery, extra help for that extra unit, and then we took Harmony for extra damage based on the number of summons we had, and Multicast Mastery. Now you could probably swap out Multicast Mastery for something else if you so chose. You could probably do something like Commanding Presence if you weren't entirely able to do so. I just feel like Multicast works out really well. And that is the build. I only had my Widow's Embrace to level 5. That gives us a damage modifier, some movement speed, and some area effect. Well, we took that mostly again for the Spider Queen because it gave us bleed, weakness, and cunning. So if you like this build and you want to see more build guides like this here on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you think of it. You can also join my Discord where I give you can get your notification up to date on when my videos go live, as well as request certain builds or games you'd like to see me play in the future. That being said, you guys take care, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Later.